Hey everybody, it's that dude with the beard here. And today I'll be doing a list, sort of, where I have a bunch of reasons why people dislike Batman 89. And I hate it when I have to say this, but I don't think Batman 89 is a bad film. I love it. That being said, I will admit that people have legitimate reasons for liking this, or disliking it. But today I'll be taking a look at 5 reasons that most people hate it. So, without any further ado, let's get down to business and try and debunk these claims that everyone seems to think that this movie is bad. Starting off with number 5. This reason always baffles me when it comes to people who dislike the film. Usually I hear it because people have a bias against Tim Burton, or because they just don't want to take it seriously. I understand that most people who bring this up, again, have that feeling that they dislike Burton's style, which is understandable, but that style is not present in this film. So I have to say this in defense of Burton. He didn't dress it up with his, style. Instead, he let the audience and writers get on their toes and pretty much do a good storyline. Yes, he did help with the storyline in the 3rd act, but that's near the end. And besides, his direction is great in this film, and I think that most people just don't like him because of their bias. I understand that people who do read the comics will watch this movie, but I've actually had a lot of non-comic book fans tell me that they don't like this film because of the stupid plot. Then I asked them if they've read the comics. They say no. Have you watched the Batman animated series? No. Then I say, did you know there was an episode where they went into the virtual reality world where Riddler had to give them riddles about the human brain and the Minotaur? They said no. You know what I said? Then you honestly don't know that much about Batman. And that's my problem here. If you're a newcomer to the Batman universe or just don't know about Batman, I don't think you're really going to like this movie. Okay, if you're an action fan, you'll probably love this movie. But that's my point right there. If you haven't heard of Batman or don't know anything about his character, it's best to steer clear. So, that is my defense. I can understand this one to a degree, but I have to say it. People don't like this movie sometimes because of Jack Nicholson's portrayal of the Joker. I understand why, because that's not what they wanted. But I have to say this. At the time, this is what actually kind of came off as being scary. A guy who was over-energetic, looked very scary to little kids, and felt menacing, like he could kill people through these weird ways. Nowadays, we're so used to a villain being taken seriously. So, you have to understand this is not the same for everybody. I consider this to be a great portrayal of the Joker, despite me liking the DC animated universe more, but I will admit it, if you don't like the Joker, I can understand. But I still don't understand if you like him, but you don't like Nicholson. That's weird to me. Okay, people have really been saying this to me a lot. The Batman killed. It's not fair. Why would he kill? Now, I understand that most people find this to be kind of annoying, but I like to think there's an underlying sense of humanity with Batman. For instance, if your parents were killed by somebody that you don't know, and then all of a sudden you learn that this guy lived right next door to you, what would you do? Would you stay in your house and cower, or would you get up and do something? I think it goes without saying that Batman's reacting exactly how a child would to when his parents are killed. Or should I say more like a teenager. He wants to go kill the man for doing this, but at the last minute he actually tries to save Joker by attaching him to the gargoyle. He doesn't want to really kill Joker. He wants to make sure he gets brought to justice. But unfortunately, because Joker is a dumbass and won't let go and actually, be taken to jail, he dies. Not because of Batman, but because he's an idiot. Well, I don't understand why this one's so big. I think it's mainly called like this because, it's not like the comic, not like how Frank Miller wrote it. Again, this comes all down to personal taste, but again, it not only does it come down to that, but it comes down to the fact that you have to understand not every adaptation is going to be completely correct. That's like saying, oh yeah, I went to go see Dragon Ball Evolution because I thought it was going to be a right and true version of the show. Wasn't. It was piss poor. But my point is, you can't expect it like that. People had very high expectations for this film, and thus that's the reason why it failed for some people. They expected it to be like the comics. I'm sorry, but you can't expect it when you're just saying, oh, I wanted it like the comics and they didn't deliver. I should totally get angry with them. But then again, these are the same people who today will look at the Nolan movies and go, oh yeah, that's such an amazing book. And that's it, really. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and hopefully your answers will be questioned. Wait, that was the wrong way, wasn't it? It doesn't matter. I have been talking a lot about this recently, and I'm hoping most people who try and, make sense of my own words will understand what I'm getting at. A pure adaptation is hard. Just because an actor is not good doesn't mean you shouldn't dislike it. But I will admit, most of those other arguments are actually pretty decent. Join me next time in my next video as I talk about a relatively fun and unique little thing I like to call... Wait, what was it again? Oh yeah. I hope you guys enjoy my next video where I talk about one of my all-time favorite movies, The Last Starfighter. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Lord knows I love that movie. This is that dude with the beard saying, there's no such thing as a bad Batman movie. Well, except Batman and Robin.